And two more discoveries where two suspects allegedly involved in trafficking in persons have been arraigned at the magistrate court sitting in Ekeadolo, Edo State. The suspects, Endurance and Vivian Ehioze, were remanded in prison custody pending the advice of the public prosecution. They were arrested following a complaint by one of the victims.
Endurance Ehioze and Vivian Ehioze were arraigned by the Edo State Police Command at this magistrate court, Ekeadolo, on the outskirts of Benin City, the Edo State capital, and subsequently remanded in prison custody on allegation of engaging in trafficking in persons. One of their victims told Channels Television that Vivian Ehioze, her brothers, Endurance and Festus, as well as their mother, conspired to traffic her to Russia when she was just 18 years of age. She further alleged that she was raped repeatedly for 2 weeks by Festus Ehioze, a sibling of the alleged trafficker.
And after that, he warned me seriously that nobody should hear about this, that if anybody mistakenly hear about this, or I tell his wife, because he's a married man with 2 kids then, that if I had to tell his wife, that I will face a very big problem. Moreover, when I landed in Lagos, nobody knew. He didn't call anybody to tell him that he has received me, so he can use that opportunity to harm me.
When she got to Russia, she was allegedly lured into prostitution, threatened and forced to pay the sum of $40,000 US before her deportation.
To survive, you had to do all sorts of things for you to make money, and that was how she lured me into prostitution, lured me to take money from men, because that's the only way I can survive, and that's the only way I can pay our money. And after that, I paid her money for 3 years. That 3 years, she didn't give me peace, she maltreated me, and a lot of things happened, even went as far as even telling me that I can't sleep in the same bed with her.
The victim says all she wants now is for the law to take its course.
She's using money to make sure that she makes sure that this fight doesn't come to my side, rather she wins it. But my own beg to the viewers and to the listeners and to those that are going to support me in any way they can, that they should please fight for me and give me justice, because it's not easy for you to go out there to give somebody 7.1 million naira and you come back home with nothing to give account of. I can't eat, I can't do anything, I can't even pay my house rent. It's hard for me.
Two of the suspects, Festus Ehioze and his mother, are yet to be arrested by the police.
The Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed says his government has repositioned the state-owned media houses for the flag-off of the digital switchover in the state. Governor Ahmed said this when members of the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on Digital Switchover visited him in Ilorin, the state capital. The spokesperson of the committee, Mr. Chris Azubogu, agreed that Kwara State would be among the early states to switch over.
It is clear globally that the need to move from analog system to digital system is already overdue, considering the levels to which technology is driven today globally. So having consented to migration as a country, I know, just like you've rightly observed, we've been having 1 or 2 delays here and there that's been hampering the switch. But it is clear that there are no 2 ways to it today that are required to move from the analog system to the digital system. More so, the opportunities abound with respect to what platforms will be available under the digital system. We are aware that it's going to create a lot more opportunities for a lot of people to be engaged within the value chain, and also it will create room for new ways of passing information to the people.
The advantages of DSO service, which prompted the interest of National Assembly, having witnessed that it's been a bit slow as against the national plan. Just a couple of days back, we missed the 3rd deadline set out. But I think with the progress being made and with the intervention of all the key stakeholders, that very soon the whole nation will join the digital service.
In Ibadan, government says plans are underway to establish 6 rehabilitation centres to curb the growing trend of drug abuse in Oyo State. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Aziz Adedutan, revealed this after a consultative meeting with officials of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and other stakeholders in the state capital. The commandant of the NDLEA notes that urgent attention is needed as Oyo currently accounts for 40% of drug abuse data in Nigeria.
This is the Oyo State Ministry of Health. Stakeholders are here at the boardroom to find a solution to substance abuse in the state, especially amongst the youth. This meeting signals a new collaboration between the NDLEA and Oyo State government to control abuse in the state. Reacting to the disturbing rate of abuse in the state, the NDLEA commandant, Mrs. Omolade Faboyede, says the supply of drugs should be reduced and awareness should be increased.
How do you create the awareness? Because prevention is better than cure. If you prevent the young ones from going into drugs, then you will not have people to treat for addiction. So if the awareness is raised right from the children to the youths, and they have different programs that is talking to their minds before they get older, the possibility is there that when they become adults, they will not become drug addicts.
The Commissioner of Health for the state believes it is time to stop neglecting the problem.
We intend to build rehabilitation centers. We also want to encourage and work collaboratively with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, Ministry of Women Affairs, as well as other NGOs to let the public be aware that we have this problem. We can't bury our head in the sand and say they are not there. Drug abuse and misuse, they are in Nigeria. And one of the consequences of it is criminal activities. People killing, armed robbers, hoodlums. Additionally, we also have health-related problems. People using cocaine, having renal shutdown, even heart attack with amphetamine. We know that, and our emergency room are busy taking care of these people.
The participants also call on all security agencies to create awareness among members of the public to rid the state of illicit drugs and consequently its effects.
The government of Ogun State says all is set for the upgrade of the state-owned Moshood Abiola Polytechnic into Moshood Abiola University of Science and Technology. In addition, a new Ogun State Polytechnic will now be established in Ipokia, Ogun West Senatorial District of the state. In this regard, the state governor Ibukun Lamosu has presented all necessary documents to the National Board for Technical Education. This is for the establishment of the new polytechnic there.
Aside from achieving the primary goal and objectives of having a world-class polytechnic that will dwell more on vocational and technical training, which is what we need as a nation. Without it, we cannot develop. All of these, even major, big multinationals, these are those that will be serving as arteries for them, because without them, they cannot survive. Without all of this, our craftsmen, their skills and all of those, we cannot develop as a nation. And that's why what we are doing today, the significance of it, should not be lost on anybody. We should realize that this is a right step in the right direction. If we truly want Ogun State to develop and if we want Nigeria to develop. But for us in Ogun State, we are walking our talk and we're happy that we are the industrial hub of Nigeria. We have the highest number of industry in Nigeria, in Ogun State. So if we have that, so what is keeping us from now providing those workforce that they will need?